Well, Marvel Comics is about to see another new Spider-Man, this one called the Uncanny Spider-Man. That's right, one of the members of the X-Men is taking up the mantle of Spider-Man following the Fall of X series. So let's break down who it is and why he's the perfect match for this character. Well, over the last couple of years, the mutants have been doing pretty good in Marvel Comics. The game-changing aspects of House of X and Powers of X, as well as the unparalleled growth and prosperity on Krakoa, has been an era unseen for the mutants in the history of comics. But as many of you know, the good things can't last forever. And the Fall of X is definitely going to usher in a new era of storytelling, which will see many of our X-Men, as Marvel Comics says, being crushed under the weight of this new age. And with that, Nightcrawler is taking up the new role as the Uncanny Spider-Man. That's right, the heart and soul of the X-Men, Kurt Wagner, will indeed suit up as Spider-Man in an upcoming limited series. Now, this limited series will drop in September, and it's only going to be 5 issues, and will be written by Cy Spurrier and illustrated by Lee Garbett. Now, following the events of Fall of X, Nightcrawler will indeed take up that swashbuckling role that he's always really been destined to be, and he will indeed become the new Spider-Man. Now, as far as what goes on in the series, we have a couple of details. We know he's going to have a new love interest. He's going to battle some of the iconic members of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, which should make for some spectacular matchups, saving civilians, mutants, and humans alike. And apparently, this is going to be a role that Kurt Wagner absolutely loves, having the time of his life. Additionally, along the way, a long simmering mystery surrounding his mother, Mystique, will, as the writer describes, have a startling climax. Now, in the announcement, Spurrier gave a lot of details about the upcoming series, and in that release he actually said, "What we've got here is a spectacular new beginning, which, yes, is code for perfect jumping on point, which leans hard and heroic, joyful, and street-level action." Writing Kurt has always been an exercise in heart. He was the first to feel the cracks in Krakoa, and the first to try and do something about it. Unfailingly loyal to his people, his friends, and his responsibilities, he's gone through a lot. And what's been missing for him is the joy, the freedom, the thrill, and that's where we find him now. In a restyled spider suit, bamfing across New York and rubbing shoulders and butting heads with the best heroes and villains of the Manhattan milieu. Is Nightcrawler really doing this for the thrill, or is he hiding? Is it easier to put on a mask and punch some villains in the nose than it is to stare trauma in the eye? Now, along with this, we got a new cover for the first issue of this comic. And I have to say, Kurt Wagner looks awesome as the Uncanny Spider-Man. Now, the whole series does really have me pretty excited. There really isn't an X-Men who has more heart and soul and is the perfect embodiment of a character like Spider-Man than Nightcrawler. Now, I have to say, how all this works in the series, we're going to have to wait and see. Nightcrawler has some similar abilities to Spider-Man, being able to climb, but obviously he lacks the web shooters, which he could get from Peter, and throw on his ability to teleport, well, bamf, will make for not only an interesting combination, but a massive challenge for anybody in Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery in the series. Now, like I said, it's hitting shelves in September, and it's only going to be 5 issues, but I think fans have something really interesting to look forward to here, and it does also give you an idea of how deep of an effect the Fall of X is going to have on mutant kind, and if it's impacting the guy with the most heart to the point that he's hiding his face, that should give you an idea of how rough it's going to get in the Marvel mutant world. But we're going to have to wait and see.